We don't know if Greece will be ousted, but I think it's absolutely necessary in the medium term that Greece leaves the Eurozone for the rest to survive. If it's enough, I don't know. Maybe 2 or 3 more countries will have to follow, but Greece really has to leave. It's a special case. Greece cannot get healthy again inside the Eurozone, and if it stays now, we'll have the same problem in 2 years, and then probably it will have to leave. I propose that we look really at Ireland, Spain, Portugal, whether it's good for them to leave the euro or stay inside. It's not an absolute must, like in Greece. So they could all stay inside, but they might choose to leave for different reasons. Ireland just has social dumping, so it does not belong as long as its policies are not right, because it's a very rich country, as richer than Germany per capita. But let's say for Spain and Portugal, we have the big real estate bubble, which was caused by the euro. So the euro really created those problems. And the economic benefits of the European Union for Spain were a lot coming from the economic integration after 1986 with the common mercado. And so I think it may be right to think about Spain and Portugal to leave the euro also, but it's not a must. To save the euro, we need mechanisms, we need funds to save banks if countries default, like Greece. We have to help the banks, but I think that's being done right now. If you ask if it's possible to think about the EU without a common currency, no, we need some kind of common currency, but it does not have to have this automatism which we had in the past, which politicians followed. We must defend Greece, we must defend Spain, we must. That is wrong. I propose a core euro, Germany, Benelux, Austria, Netherlands, France, Italy maybe. So if you divide France and Germany again back to franc and D-mark, then the European project would be damaged. So we need the euro, and I think we'll keep the euro. It's a difference if you ask a few countries with a different economy to say, okay, for now take a break, go back to your own currency and maybe come back later. I think it would help Europe, but I could not imagine going back to national currencies overall. That's too late for that. Let's say if we had a core euro, economic theory is clear. You need a common economic area for a common currency. Europe is not a common economic area. So if we have a core euro, let's say around Germany, France, some other countries, then that would be, let's say, a strong currency, and the other countries, like let's say Spain left and had the peseta. Spain could do its own economic policy. Spain could devalue, which means more exports. It would have more democratic and political choices to reform its economy. It would not be a dictate from Brussels. It would not be only save, but it would also be maybe about industrial policy and so on. So Spain could follow its own policy and then get back whenever conditions were so that you could get back. But it would be more democratic, it would be more flexible. It would not, I would say it would not delay or set back the project of European unification. It would be good for Europe. Those measures were not to help the euro, they were not to help Europe, and they were not to help Greece. We gave more credit to Greece, so Greece could pay its banks. So really what we helped was the banks, the financial service industry, those banks that did not did have bonds, Greek bonds and so on, or other bonds. So it's a very different game that's being played. And to really help Greece, to really help the Greek citizens, we need a haircut, we need a debt rescheduling, all of these things that we really have not done. So the first year was wasted on just keeping the current wrong system going, giving ever more money to countries in deficits, especially Greece, and that country giving the money directly to the banks. So this way you cannot break the circle. But now, in the past weeks, we have seen a more realistic approach with debt rescheduling, debt forgiving, also funds to rescue failed banks if we have a problem. So we'll see a more realistic approach, and politicians will start to realize that even if a country leaves the Eurozone, it's not the end of Europe.